Hi, I'm Marc Cunningham with Grace Property Management. We just signed up a new owner. We're excited to get a new account, and he said, hey, the property's ready to go. It's beautiful. Come out to my property, take pictures, and it's set. And we thought, great. We go out to the property. We looked inside, we walked through, and in our estimation, it was not rent ready. This thing was not ready to go, and we kind of gave him some comments, and he said, well, no, it's good enough. Have you ever had that conversation? Well, what do you do then? And really what it comes down to is this. What are your standards on a vacancy? Do you have standards? You must. You need to have standards on what types of things have to be in the property so that the property is rent ready before you will let that owner advertise it, or before you will advertise it on behalf. So here's a couple pieces of guidance that we offer to our owner clients. Number one, we say this. Look, as it comes to cleanliness, it needs to be hotel room clean, because his version of cleanliness and my version of cleanliness may be a little different. So what version do we use? Well, this terminology works because people understand hotel room clean, right? If you walk in and there's a layer of dust, that's not hotel room clean. If the carpet's dirty, that's not hotel room clean. So hotel room clean is one of the standards that we have in that rent-ready process. Number two, the carpets must be professionally, and by professionally, I do not mean you go rent the Stanley steamer at the grocery store. I mean professionally cleaned. That's just a standard. It's got to be done. Number three, we want the paint to look fresh. Now this is where it can get sticky as well, because sometimes you think, well, the paint's good enough. Well, what is good enough? Well, it needs to at least look fresh as it relates to the painting. Number four relates to safety items. Smoke detectors, CO detectors, electrical, all those things must be there. So you know your local municipality, what are the safety standards that are there? Add that to your rent-ready checklist. And five is this, all mechanical items and components must be working as designed. Now don't miss this one. This means if you've got a stove and it's got 4 burners, all 4 burners must work. Yeah, you would think it's common sense, but sometimes it's not, right? You get those owner clients that say, well, it's got 4 burners and one has never worked, but I'm not going to fix it. 3 of the 4 work. It's good enough. No. All components must work as designed. If there's an ice maker on the fridge, it needs to work. If there's a 4-burner stove, all burners must work. If there's a light bulb in the wall or on the ceiling, the light bulb must work. Everything must work as designed. That's just part of our standards. Now, if you don't want that to be your standard, that's fine, but I recommend this as a standard on your rent-ready process. Number 6, no personal property. We don't want our owner clients leaving anything as it relates to personal property behind. No lawnmowers in the shed, no cleaning supplies under the sink, nothing. We want all the personal property removed for a couple reasons. Number one, it's a liability issue, right? If the owner leaves their lawnmower and the tenant's using their lawnmower and cuts their finger, potentially that's liability back to the landlord. Why? Because it was the landlord's mower. Just don't go there. Don't leave any personal property behind. So what you want to have in your office is you want to have what's called a rent-ready standards doc. And you can give that doc to your owner clients to say to them as they're preparing their own unit, hey, here are the standards we need to have. And our doc has got like 25 things on there. This type of stuff, but go into detail. Say the standards that you have, because it may not be right or wrong things. It's just your internal standards that you require as a company. Be very, very clear. Have clarity on this for yourself. And then you can explain to your owner clients the condition, the minimum condition a property needs to meet before you'll advertise the property, and certainly before you will place a tenant in the property. It'll keep you out of trouble. It'll make the leasing process much easier. Hey, if you like this video, you can subscribe on YouTube. Don't miss any of these in the future. Also want to remind you and personally invite you to Pulling Back the Curtain event coming up in Denver, Colorado. We've got a number of speakers there, Dave Borden, Brad Larson, Brian Birdie, Abby Wasserman. I'm going to be there. Jennifer Stoops is going to be there. We're going to pull back the curtain on exactly how we do property management. I promise you will come away from this event with more information and workable next steps on what to do if you come to day 2 implementation day. So check out this under the events tab. Love to see you there.